Jurgen, Klopp. Gegenpressing like Wesley Rock. Jurgen, Klopp. You never walk alone. In Klopp, we trust.
Yeah, hi Jurgen. I have this question regarding Arsenal's game. What do you say and how do you motivate the team after the loss against West Ham's during the game for Arsenal?
Oh, the specific challenge after that game was that the players left to places all over the world because they had to go to their national teams, which made them really tricky. Usually you can directly work on things like this, how you overcome it, how you learn of it, all these kind of things. But in this case, they were all in different countries. So we had to let it settle a little bit. It was not so easy because when I cannot speak about it and cannot start working on it immediately, then I carried it around with me much longer. So I had it in my stomach for 3-4 days because I thought it was really unnecessary, completely unnecessary. Obviously, when you're working football, you know that losing is part of the game, but I'm still not used to it, to be honest. And especially in this situation, I really carried it around for a while. But in general, of course, a defeat is only a defeat, a real defeat, if you don't learn of it. And that's what we usually try to do. So pretty quick. So you have to feel it in the first place because that makes sure that you don't want to that you really don't get used to losing. That should not happen, especially not in a club as Liverpool, that you think, yeah, it can happen, all these kind of things. It can happen, but it should not. And that's why we are then obviously working on it. And our problem is, especially in the West Ham game, but it's pretty much in all games when you lose, obviously your defending is not as good as it could have been. And that's something we can work on usually in training. But that was in this case was difficult as well because the boys were not here, so they were in the national teams. So we had exactly one session, a big meeting, and one session on the pitch to really show the boys what was wrong, how easy it is for us to change, and what can we use for the Arsenal game. And then on top of that, Arsenal is a different team to West Ham, so you cannot just put it 1-to-1 exactly in the same place. You have to accept that Arsenal has different skill set, and in the end, that's the best thing about it. We are meanwhile in a position where we focus mainly on ourselves. So it means, yes, there's an opponent. We need to know what they usually do, but actually we expect from ourselves that they are not allowed to do what they usually do because against us it must be much more difficult. And so we had enough time to prepare it, even when it was only one meeting and one session. But you could see in the Arsenal game that the boys obviously, learned from the defeat, that they really realized that if we defend on our highest level, we are the one team nobody wants to play against. If we don't do that, we punish ourselves. And thank God, we could sort it. So since then, we played 2 games, we won 2 games, and hopefully much more will come.
Perfect. Thank you.
Welcome.
In Klopp.